Inland Sports.
Yes, we do. And I'm going to start off with a very serious tone here. Guys, we have to have the talk. The talk. Like not a dad sitting down his 13-year-old having the talk.
I know that stuff, Pat.
But I need you guys to sit down, all you KCAL Rockers. We need to have a talk about the Rams having a real possibility of not making the playoffs because we saw how Monday night unfolded.
It's getting to that point, huh?
And this is how playoffs are made, right? Like
I could talk about this all day.
See, I know you could. Listen, I'm a Niner guy. That was like the best NFL game I've seen in a long, long time. Yeah. Russell Wilson, take my MVP award. Just take it. You can have it.
That was wild and wacky on Monday night.
It was. But the Rams needed Seattle to kind of come back down to earth a little bit to the middle of the pack, and they didn't.
Right.
And now we're seeing that separation, and the Rams might be on the outside looking in.
You can really see that like one of the 49ers and the Seahawks are obviously going to get the division. I mean, it looks like the 49ers, and the other one's going to get the wild card. It's basically most likely what's going to happen.
I think you're right, Patrick.
Which puts them on the outs.
And then, like, we've got the Cowboys and Eagles battling
Saints,
in their division.
Too many other NFC powerhouses.
Saints are rising. Green Bay's, trying to get some separation. But New Orleans was, even though they laid an egg this past weekend. So, I don't know, man. When you look at who would make the playoffs in the NFC right now, it does not look good for the Rams.
What a difference a year can make, huh?
Yeah, the Rams are starting to look like the odd man out in their division, and that is weird to say.
Wow.
Yeah, they're 5-4. San Francisco's 8-1. Seattle's 8-2. So I don't know, man. They got some work to do. It could happen. It could still happen.
Right.
But they've got some work to do. They need some help too. The Raiders are challenging for first place in the AFC West. The 5-4 Raiders are going to host the Bengals, which should be, at least on paper, a win for Oakland. And then you've got
the Bengals haven't won yet. Don't let them start now.
They're over.
Do you guys
true.
eventually see though like that they're gonna win eventually? Do you think they're gonna go 0-16?
The Bengals, maybe.
Yeah. Are they tanking?
I don't even know if they're tanking.
I could see
I think they're just bad.
I think the Dolphins are trying to tank and doing better than the Bengals.
I will be a lone wolf here, and I think that this is kind of a trap game. I could see Cincinnati just kind of. I think eventually they're going to win a game.
You think
so?
so?
Trap game.
I do. I could see the Raiders, and I don't want them to. I kind of want the Raiders to make it.
I'll tell you what.
Hard Knocks sucked me in.
Why don't you make that your official pick and Pigskin Pick'em so I got a chance to catch
Yeah!
I'm gonna have to
Come
put my money
on.
where my mouth is.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, 40, you're the man. Good call.
I got to catch game.
Good call.
I got to get ground on him. He's way too
I
far
stick
ahead
to
of
my
me.
guns.
Yeah, I was looking at the pigskin pick, and I'm like, wow. It was a rough week for everybody but Patrick. So Patrick had a huge week, and Seattle won. Like, man, you must be on cloud 9 right now.
Right now, but a lot of football left.
And the Raiders need the Chargers maybe to upset the Chiefs down there in Mexico City on Monday night. So that'd be great news for the Silver and Black if the Chargers can beat the Chiefs.
Any news on the field conditions?
I
That's
guess
what
it's
stopped the
good.
game last time.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything bad so
Remember that?
far.
Hey, you know what? This field sucks.
I mean,
What do you mean the field sucks?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't do the game there last year, so basically they've had all of last year and this year to get ready.
But please, show the barbed wire section up in the
Where it's
300
all-
level. I was like, this is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
There's barbed wire up there. I love it.
Well, they always talk about how high in elevation that game is. It's higher than Denver, so it
Wow.
really
Yes.
messes with players to play there.
I really didn't know. I found out like how huge Mexico City is. It's huge.
Yeah.
Did not know
Massive.
Maybe like the second biggest city in the world behind Tokyo, I
It's
think.
big.
Something like
Did not
that.
know that.
Yeah.
It is big.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, gnarly. And and you're right. Hey, 40. The Chargers are in Colorado Springs right now,
To
training
prepare for
to
it.
get for the
Right.
altitude of Mexico City.
Well, remember, I think
so.
it was the Rams who were supposed to play there last year, and they
Yeah.
went to Colorado, but then we had the fires and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and like they were stranded.
that's
like
right.
remember, it was a whole thing last
You're
year.
right. Yeah.
Drama.
Yes. All right, we've got still to get to college football, some baseball news as well. It's all brought to you by Matheson Gas, the gas professional. So if you need gas, whether you need a lot of gas for your local business in the Inland Empire, just a little bit of gas for your backyard, propane, CO2, they can hook it all the way up. They got your welding supplies as well. So if you're a welder out there, you need to keep that job going, check out Matheson Gas in Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana, or Riverside, and online. That is mathesongas.com. They are the gas professionals. So the next college foosball 14 playoff came out. And because, Penn State lost, we talked about that.
Right.
Alabama went down.
Yeah.
Here's your 4 teams that would be right now in the playoffs. It would be
LSU.
Louisiana State University, LSU, the number 1
Jack U.
team. The Ohio State coming in at number 2.
People forgetting about Ohio State.
Yeah, they're sleeping on the Buckeyes.
Very tough.
Clemson and Georgia. That's your 4 teams
Those are 4
right now.
great teams.
4 very impressive teams, but it is weird to not see Alabama there.
Is Alabama going to be the Rams of the college playoffs and not make it?
On the outside looking in, I think the NCAA is like, please, Alabama, get in there. Like we
Right.
got to find a way. We want.
They're going to find a way to get Alabama.
They got to get them in there, right? Or
Yeah.
a huge bummer, am I right?
Yeah, no, they drive ratings. You know what I mean? Like here in California, we might not
yeah.
care, but down in the South, they love the Crimson Tide. So, but that's how it looks right now. And don't sleep on the Oregon Ducks either. The Oregon Ducks are right there on the fringe.
Give me some Pac-12 in there.
Yeah, I would love to see the Ducks in there just to represent the West Coast.
Please play defense.
Yeah, I know. Well, they won't, but they'll score a lot.
Right,
So that's
just keep scoring.
that's all that matters.
Please, guys.
And finally, some baseball news. A quick shout out to Justin Verlander and Jacob deGrom, your Cy Young Award winners.
Was Verlander cheating?
Yeah, well.
Hey-oh.
See, every time a Houston Astros brought up now, whether it's winning a championship or a postseason award or whatever the case may be.
I do kind of hate. I mean, I'll admit it is cheating. All this stuff that's coming up. If you haven't heard, they've been accused of putting a camera in center field and feeding that into the dugout. I hate how that takes away all the talent and makes it sound like, even if it is cheating, these are great baseball players. But I just hate, even like with the steroid thing, I hate that now, like, Barry Bonds is an amazing baseball player, but now it's like, you can't just inject your arm and become Barry Bonds is what I'm trying to say.
Correct.
Well, and it's you know, you said there's a lot of talent. It's easy to be talented when you know exactly what's coming your way, too.
Very true.
Right.
Very true.
Now, listen, stealing signs in baseball, I think, has always been there.
Right.
But I think what gets me about the Astros thing is it was so sophisticated.
Right.
This is Spygate level territory.
They had a camera set up, and then they were, banging on a bucket,
Right.
like almost like Morse code to the rest of the team.
The Patriots are blushing.
Oh, yeah, the Patriots
This is so high tech.
Oh, yeah.
No,
they
they're
can't
like,
believe it.
Patriots
they're
are
involved.
they're taking notes. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, man, well, look at that. Okay, banging on a
He's
bucket.
like, I knew I liked them.
But yeah, the Houston Astros, it's coming out that actually it was a former pitcher, right, who came out and kind of ratted out Houston about what they were
sour
doing.
grapes going on, so that's kind of part of it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see where this goes. Does this kind of fizzle out like the Patriot stuff, or does this become a big deal?
I think there's not much they can do. It's kind of what it comes down to, other than take away some draft picks, find them a little bit. That's about it, right?
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, that's exactly what happened. Took away some draft picks, find them a little bit, and
But
now we're still talking about the Patriots
But then
dynasty.
let's remember, suddenly the NFL, like, they lost the tapes. Remember, like the Mafia.
Yeah.
Like, we don't find. Like, is the MLB Mafia style like the NFL? We're gonna find out.
Well, because Houston's still going to be good for years to come, right? Like
Very
they're young, they're not going away, like
we'll
like
see.
New England.
How are those camera systems?
Right.
Yeah.
What if we see a lot? I can't do it.
Watch they tank next year, and they're like, man, they stopped cheating, and look, now they're in last place. But no, I don't think that's going to be the case. But yeah, but of course now everything's going to be pointed to being cheaters out there.
Life is good, guys. That's how my dear show.
Inland Sports right now all over social media. The Inland Sports YouTube channel, over 1 million views and counting. High school football playoffs, and California Baptist and UC Riverside playing some good basketball right now.
Inland Sports.